Hey, my people, what is up? Good evening. How are you? Welcome to another En La Casa con Papa with a Monday Musings coming at you. Monday, y'all, it's the last Monday of the year. The last Monday of the year. I know, time went by so quick and yet didn't it? It's been weird. I hope y'all had a wonderful holidays. Hope y'all having wonderful holidays, happy holidays, all of them, because all of them are valid, and I want y'all to be happy, and that's the point, that y'all be happy. We're getting close to the end. We're about to wrap this up, y'all. I want to thank y'all. Firstly, let me start with gratitude and be thanking y'all for your support, being here with us, hanging out here in La Casa, following us and following us on the YouTube, of course YouTube, right? Following us on, see, we're all human. Following us on Facebook, following us on Instagram. We're moving to Blue Sky as well. So there's a lot of exciting things. We want to thank you all for following us, joining us, helping us, supporting us, and showing us all that love. We in the Casa send you that all the love and all the juju and all the good peace of mind, body, and soul, and happiness in your home. All that love. Thank you. We start with gratitude. But before we really deep go in, please, if you're returning, thank you for, and if y'all are new here, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the bell, hit the like button, and subscribe so you can keep abreast of all the things that go on in La Casa and what we got cooking going on. And follow us everywhere else, like I mentioned, Instagram and Facebook, all that good stuff. And I wanted to get that social out of the way because we got to get down to business, y'all. The new year is literally 2 days away. And I want to thank everybody who have booked forecast divination sessions that are coming up, your 2025 forecast divinations. I'm glad y'all booked. Can't wait to hang with you. For those that already got theirs, it was wonderful, awesome, and I love doing them, sitting with you and expanding on what Spirit has to tell you. And for those of you that have not yet, you're actually lucky. We are still taking spots right now, so I'm going to leave that in the comments below where you can go and set up your space for this divination. I'm going to let you know. It'll have all the pricings and what goes on, but usually it's about an hour and a half, 90 minutes to 2 hours. And we sit there and we are going to I'm going to sit there with you. We're going to have over Google Chat, so you have a video of it afterwards, a recording afterwards, so you can look back on and work with. We're going to send you pictures on what came out during your reading, because I'm going to be using the bones and the cards to give you an overview and to look at each month as it comes on, help you deal with those energies that are there, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. You know how we do. Divination is a wonderful tool. It's a beautiful thing. I keep telling people, divination is wonderful. It allows us a roadmap to see forward and assist ourselves and trend things out. There's been a lot of things going on YouTube and everywhere, because sometimes I go through and I go through TikTok. Oh, I'm there too. And, or what have you, just looking, and I'm like, oh man, they have such a dim view of divination and astrology. Meanwhile, if you go deeper, because again, everybody just looks at the surface. It's always the surface, the top part. The astrology pages of the newspaper or the whatever magazine they're reading, or in this case, I just aged myself. Magazine reading and newspapers. Y'all know what I mean. Don't play. But it's so very superficial, and that's the thing. It's a superficial type of thing. They don't get deep into the actual aspects and understandings of what astrology is. And the same thing's there with divination. What we're giving to you is a roadmap. It's kind of like having your Google Maps and ways, and you're like, okay, here's the best route for you. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what things that might occur. Best way to deal with them and avoid them, and best way to accentuate what's there. So I totally recommend not only a yearly, but also throughout those times to look back on it and expand. There might be another thing there. Might be some more information that you might want to find out about, or that question comes, because you never sit there and have all of your questions. So those questions can come, we can expand on them. That's why I like doing the yearlies too. I also like doing the in between divinations as well, because you need that right on energy, that right there and right now, not just the overview, but the really, really, really focused. But with your yearly, you can always unpack it too. And that's a session in itself where we can go deeper into the meaning. So I've gone on my tirade, talked about divination. Book yours. If you want to book a regular session, I'm here for you. I'll leave the link below so that you can figure it out. Also, like I said, it's a new moon. It's a new moon. A new moon in Capricorn. It's a black moon. Black moons are very rare. They happen once in a while. When they do, they're kind of powerful. We should be taking advantage of them and paying attention to them. Much like the blue moon, I was like, it's rare. It is kinda, because those blue moons come around. It's wonderful. They're not like you've never seen them before, you never will, but you know what I'm talking about. With this, it's very much this black moon, especially in its timing and where it is and what sign it's in. It has a lot of rich symbolism, power, and energy. It's bringing the juice. It really is. This type of, and the funny thing is, it isn't. This particular event won't happen until 2027. It does happen, see, but it's just like, wow, it's a once in a while, or even, it's even more rare than once in a blue moon. It's once in a black moon, and I really want that to trend. I might put it in like the hashtags, once in a black moon. Ooh, you heard it here first. Oi. So this won't happen again until 2027. So let's chop it up, what it means, what it is, what it's about, and why. Firstly, why is it called a black moon? This is what happens when you have two new moons occurring in a single month, and that's the reason it's called the black moon, because of the darkness of the moon. Blue moons because it's the light that reflects. So let's look at that symbolism right there, because it's marking the end of this year, and like that new moon itself, it's offering opportunities for transformation and closure. It's in Capricorn, which is going to be an earth sign. It's based on structure, the ambition, and long-term goals. So as we usually do with, yeah, I made notes. As we usually do with new moons, we plant our intentions, we plant our seeds, we want to see what happens, but we're really doing not just the short term, but the long term. We're looking at the end game. We're looking at the whole thing down the road to see what's going on. And it's at a 90-degree placement, or a 9-degree placement, excuse me. 2025 is a 9 year. 9 is change. 9 is difficult change, things that need to happen. It's the tearing down to build back up better, stronger, and with new ideas. So those two energies together, and Capricorn is happening there. It's telling that this is going to take time. It took time to make this. It has to come down, but it's going to take time to build it back up in the right way, in the possible way. And it needs to be something that you're determined to do, that we're working on. This is the completion and healing and growth, and holding on to that energy and keeping focused on ourselves and let it working and making it work for us. Right now it's like long-term prosperity, long-term things. What can we do for them? What do we have right now? What can we build upon? How can we network? That goes back to that thinking communally. How can I bring what I need to me? What do I need to do to bring what I need to me? That's where I'm focusing the magic today too. There's going to be some really good energy for that long-term prosperity. We are building this up because Capricorn's about prosperity. Never let it be said that a Capricorn sacrificed themselves unnecessarily. Never let it be said that a Capricorn is going to go without. They like good things. They like having their money and everything in a certain way, in a protocol that follows this, their tradition. But in this new moon here, it's giving you the beneficial parts of that, not the workaholic part, but that get it done and get it done and getting that energy of movement going forward and getting things done on time with determination, with your goals intact, with your goals fully focused. And you might have to deconstruct some things. This moon is telling us, what do you need to get rid of? What is no longer serving you? What do you need to deconstruct? What's the best word I would say? What are your defenses that no longer work and are more constricting than defensive? How can you build up here and there? It's making you look in like the dark mirror it is. The new moon is reflecting where we can have the improvements for our betterments now and on the forward, because it's also about health. I want y'all to go out there and not, yeah, ask for the $2.2 billion that you deserve, but also ask for good health, health of mind, body, and soul alignment, because that's another thing too. It's going to be very focused on health and healing and feeling better and trying to feel better on all aspects. There's also going to be some, like with the moon card in the tarot, the dark moon also brings up what needs to be brought up. So it's in that vein of healing. What doesn't serve you? What traumas are still being healed? How can we continue to heal them? It's the long haul. We cleaning out everything. And what better time than now at the end of the year, right? At the end of 2024, shock, surprise, and okay, good. Wake up. Let's do. What are we going to do? What can we do? How can we do? What do we need to do for us, by us, about us? for ourselves, for community, and then, because it has to start one place and then go outward. Capricorn's focusing us to say, self care, us care, we care, begin here and go outward. Don't be, without compassion, but before you can give anything, make sure you have enough. Make sure you're okay. I like to say that whole line of my cup runneth over. It doesn't say my cup poureth out and leave me dry. You have to let it run over, and that runoff is divided equally or given to everybody with love. And that's the point here, too. Everything in the dark eventually comes to the light. So you now have opportunities to uncover, discover, and move and shake and let yourself be strong. Self improvement, self awareness, self responsibility too. We're getting offered a moment to reflect on what we found want foundationally in our lives. What do we want? Not just, yo, I want an Xbox. And I do. Because my Xbox 360 fizzled out. I'm like, no, don't judge my 360. I do believe in the spirit and I'm a worker, I'm a mystic, but I'm also an avid, love me some games. And that's another thing too. We're going to talk about give yourself some playtime too. Give yourself time for you. Give yourself some love time. Let yourself be silly. Let yourself be you and accept you and love you and have more nurturing for yourself. We need that's another part of that foundational thing we want to see in our lives. What it needs to be healed at the foundation of who and what we are and what we want. The three questions I always ask all of my students, God kids, and everybody is who are you? Why are you here? What do you want? Ask yourself those as well and get to the foundation of that and build up. That's what we're doing. We're 9, and this 9 degree is just bringing it down to build things back up properly, more secure, more for the long haul. What do we want to create in the coming year? We're building with that intent. We're building with intent, resilience, patience, and that emphasis on integrity and accountability. This is all wrapped up in Cancer. This is all wrapped up in this new moon. This is all wrapped up in what's going on at this end of this year into the new year. Because this energy is going to continue to pull. Yeah, I know the new year starts with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, WTF, ha ha ha. But it doesn't necessarily mean a negative WTF. It's a positive, what the, oh, okay, there's opportunities here. And I'm challenging you to look for the silver linings where you can. Find the hidden blessings and understand where you can put those opportunities to work for you in a strong and productive way. Get the help you need. It's okay to get help if you need it. We have to look at things soberly. It's encouraging us. This Capricorn new moon is encouraging us to look at things soberly. Learn from the results of what happened, what worked, and what happened and what didn't work. What helped? What did we do to get to where we're going and pull on that? And sometimes I was talking to the hubs. I'm there talking with your Uncle Jeff, and we were talking about how the things we do sometimes on the dailies is our job. It's our job. Not only does he keep me sane, and that's a 24-hour job, let me tell you, 7 days a week, and the benefits, immense, immense. But, no, I'm just kidding. Speak good of yourself, by the way. But those things are also a part of the job. If you're helping people balance their budget, you have an idea how to balance your budget. And you can put that and help yourself with that and help others as well. And maybe be able to do a little side hustle. From what the things we like to do and that come natural to us, we can either make it as a hot side hustle or have it help us in one way or another. I think we look past the little blessings that we have and those little talents that we have that we don't really give credence to. Now is the time from this new moon onward to give yourself the pat on the back, to tell you, yeah, you do have these skills. You do have these abilities. You do have them. Polish them, hone them. Let's work with them. Because Capricorn ain't going to sit down and say, oh, you got them. Hooray. Good for you. That's all you need. No. Work, determination, patience, putting your nose to the grindstone, getting things for the betterment of yourself and the world. So that's that going on there. Again, ambition with integrity and being down to earth, because we got to look at the reality of things. I'm always telling you, look for the spiritual. Where is the spiritual? But also look with all three eyes, the one in this world, one in that world, and one in all worlds, to make sure that you're also down to earth here, dealing with the problems that are here and now, dealing with the issues that are here and now in a sober and knowledgeable way. You can get the information from a divination and the spirits or what have you and apply it to your life as well. There can't be a spot where you don't have all of everything working for you at all times, so that you don't have to work as hard. This new moon is asking us to evaluate connections that support our growth. And what doesn't, give that the boot. Trust in the fact that If it ain't serving me, if it isn't feeding me, it isn't giving to me as I have given to it, then why are you still holding on to it? Capricorn is sober, Capricorn is real. It can be a little callous, but it's the realities and the logic as well as that spiritual. There should never be a divorce. It should always be together. Let's spiritually and logically look at this and come to a cohesive end end answer. And it is, if people are only waiting for you to pour, bless them and let them go. Letting things go is a thing about this new moon too, because if you get rid of what is holding you down, you get to be more buoyant, right? Divine timing guides us, and working within that with maturity and clarity, we can co-create that future that really reflects on what we want. It's talking about patience. Whenever somebody says divine timing, people lose their mind. It's like, oh, what? No, I'm gonna wait forever. No, discipline and patience helps us. And that's why we say, if you're going to go and you have self-care, go with your self-care regimen. Do your meditation regimen. Do whatever it is you're doing to get yourself, but keep it going. Keep it going. Don't miss out. And if you do, pick it right back up. Don't stop and like be in that quagmire, because even the sad things that happen and we're sad and we have those moments, those are traps. They trap us and get us away from, distracted from what the goal was. And sometimes impatience does too. Divine timing is coming when it's about when it needs to. Until then, it's up to us to keep redefining what we have to do, what we're doing, how we're doing. So that focus on that and discipline in that with patience, it allows us to not be so focused. Because you know, when you're not looking at that pizza cook in the oven and you doing a million one things, you getting things together, you're organized, all of a sudden, ding, you almost burn your pizza. But the minute you ain't got nothing to do, that pizza will stay in that oven and you'll be looking at it and it takes 18 hours because we're focused on this rather than focusing on what needs to get done around us as well. And if you think you ain't got nothing to do or need have no nothing you need to do, maybe it's time to take that moment and figure out why that is. This whole moon is telling us we can turn our dreams into reality and take all that energy of alignment with us into the new year and continue to, despite whatever obstacles are there. And I'm trying to keep this as light as possible because I don't want nobody to mess with me or YouTube act out on me. Um, it's alignment. Whatever's going on here, you focus on yours and you find out how to do stuff and then pay it forward and pay it backward. Keep that integrity here. Keep that compassion here. Because Capricorn is also compassionate. It's just compassionate in the way that makes sense. It's got to be like, table, chair, practical. And that's not a bad thing to be practical in our magic. I think they made a whole movie about it. I'm just kidding. I do not own the rights to the movie. I'm not doing anything about it. I don't want to be legally bound or unbound, whatever. La la la. No, but I love the movie, and so do you. But maybe that's what you can do too. In the middle of your cleaning and getting your New Year's things together and writing down the list of what you want to see, what you want to achieve, what you want to do. Writing down what you're getting rid of, because that's a great little thing to do. Write down everything you want to see in this year and everything you want to leave behind. Everything you want to see, tack it to that board, make it a dream board, put your energy there, light candles next to it, blow some incense on it, talk to it, make it happen. For all the stuff you want to get rid of, all the stuff that you don't want to take with you, all the stuff that you want to leave behind, wrap that up and then burn it. Throw some salt on it. It's like goodbye, good riddance, you're done. And then throw those ashes down the toilet. Not into the wind, not into down the toilet. The ashes are natural, they're decomposed. Salt will disintegrate and disintegrate all that negative energy and send it on its way where it needs to be, in the waste deposit. So there's something for y'all. Don't say I don't give you nothing. And it's simple and you can get elaborate with it. You can stay simple with it. You can burn bay leaves with each one of the things you wrote down on your want to see happen list and burn them in a candle while you ask and refocus on your goals. It can be anything you want it to be. Because I want you to personalize your magic. I want you to personalize your spirituality. I want you to make it yours because it has to be yours. It can't be mine. I can show you how, but it's up to you to walk. And that's the point. It's time for the checklist. And what is it telling us? Set clear goals for the future. Get your fresh start in, your new intentions in, and embrace those new opportunities. Let go of whatever's been a past obstacle and focus on that growth and renewal. Again, just like I said about that cute little spiritual work, this little happy joy spell work magic thingy. You don't have to go overboard. Start small and then go big. One of my best friends, Kevin, got rest in power, used to say, "Keep it simple, silly." So what do? We're gonna write things out. We're gonna visualize them. We're gonna talk about them. We're gonna put them on the wall like we did and make everything work for us. There is nothing small. There is only components that are a little bit less. Or should I say there's nothing less, there's only smaller. Let me put it that way. Those little small pieces, you put them together, they make a big piece, and those pieces start getting together until finally you have a big picture. So little things do mean a lot. Little things mean a lot. They're not minuscule and unnecessary. They're small and serve a purpose. So there you go. See, philosophy on Monday too. The wisdom of the moon. Visualize your successes. Put all your things in rotation. For those of us that are a part of Our Lady of the Seven Leaves, every time you sit for a session, meditate with that energy. Meditate with what you're doing. Write things down on your papers and, imbibe them using pomegranate juice or something like that that you don't have any health problems with. Or even just, you know what? Spitting your idea works well too. Just, do it with your mind, do it with your intention, put yourself in what you're doing. And visualize that success, but trust in yourself, trust in your journey. It's reevaluation and releasing. Remember, what's not in alignment doesn't stay. What is gets to come with me. Logical steps. Even if they're baby steps, they're still steps, right? You know how that goes. That's the old thing of even small steps are steps forward as long as they're forward. Nothing is more than that at this stage as we go into 2025. Work this new moon. You still got time. Go out there. Go do your thing. Stay at home. Incense your place. You don't have to be elaborate, but you have to be in alignment. And if you want to put on a big show like I like to do, baby, knock yourself out. Enjoy, because that's what the whole point is, to feel that happiness, that joy, that spirituality, and that movement. For those of you that got in and got your New Year's cleansing, shake it out, ring it in package, and if you didn't get yours from Casa de Juju from me, better luck next year, kids, because this is when, you know what, follow the directions in that video. Let's get everything together tonight. Rewatch the video that you got tonight. Do your checklist, get your things together, and let's clean out this new year. Here's something for y'all if y'all want to do something tonight and into New Year's Eve. It's always a good idea to leave limes on a plate. Either you can put 12 limes on a plate and put salt all over them. You cut into the limes in like a cross section. You don't cut all the way. And you put them in the middle of the house and you ask that all negativity of 2024, all the hate, all the nasty of this year that has been on you, go into the limes and get burnt and salted, destroyed and broken down and dried up so that it does not harm you. You put a little salt ring around it and you pass it through all the rooms and leave it in the middle of the house. You can also do, if you have enough plates and enough limes and you want to do this, you can go into each area that's open to each other and leave a lime there so it does its job. And you program that lime. Then at the end, you take all those limes together and you tie them up real well and you put them in a trash away from your home after New Year's Day. You leave it there from New Year's Eve through New Year's Day to the next day, because New Year's Day you should be relaxing, you should have fun, you should just enjoy your life, you should just welcome the new year with ease and happiness, and of course blow cinnamon out the front door into your house because it's the first of the month and it's on a Wednesday, day of communication, day of moving that energy, Mercury day. So work with that accordingly as well. You should have all your laundry done, have your house swept, have some lovely incense burning. I don't care if there's sticks and cones or you're doing the full smudge, whatever. Go with your heart, go with what you got. And again, people, please work with what you have. Look around. There's more stuff in your house and more stuff that you have right now that you can use for yourself. Just use it with intention and activate those energies for yourself. Sense your house out, get everything together, make sure you're good and you got clean clothes, you got everything together, clean sheets, clean things so that you can welcome the year with a happiness and get rid of all of that dirt and grime. If you haven't, start it now and keep it rolling. Because New Year's Eve, you could act a whole fool. That's why I don't go out. I don't go out. I stay home. I do my work. And then, like, after I know the year has taken hold and this is year on the 3rd, I go and I serve El Egua and the spirits of the open road. And then I'll go out. The 3rd is how I kick up my heels. I wait to the 3rd, but that's me. I want you to do what you and what is comfortable with you, what's alignment with your ancestors and your spirits. And then right around the corner is 12th night. Then Three Kings is coming, y'all. So I'm going to do a video on that later. But I'm going to wrap this one up because I went a little over, but I'm going to wrap this one up saying thank you so much for everything again. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Share this video with everybody, and I hope to see y'all in the new year. May y'all all have a blessed, wonderful, healthy, happy, wise, and prosperous new year as we go into the year of the snake. May this new moon bring you prosperity, abundance, health, wealth, and good things. May we go forward despite any obstacle, despite anything that comes against us. Let us go forward with blessings and protections for us and for y'all all. Like I said, yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow, we will fear no evil. Because we're too damn gorgeous to do such a thing. We will thrive, y'all. And that's the point. We will thrive. Keep faith with yourself. Get yourself in alignment. May the ancestors, spirits, and all the good energies bless one and all. Thank you again for being here with me. And I wish you all the best. Again, send me emails. Comment below. Talk to me. Get with me. Love, peace, and Juju, y'all. Happy New Year and good night.